Hello guys, welcome to Sumka Infotech. This is our third video in the series Web Application Development. In this video, I will show you how to insert a record from front end to back end. In previous videos, we learned how to create a navbar and customize a navbar. Let us get started. Okay, let me execute the previous program what we did. For that, make sure you have launched your WAMP server so that it comes here with green colored icon. That's fine. Now launch your Chrome browser. Here type localhost followed by your folder name, that is my web app. Select navbar. Yes. So in the previous class we created a navigation bar. We customized the navbar. We created a drop-down menu called Manage Student with the three options: Add New Student, View Student, and Search Student. When we selected Add New Student, we get this form. So this is the front end we created in the previous class. In this class, we need to implement inserting values present in these text boxes to a backend called Mysql. For this purpose, first we need to create a database. In that database, we need to create a table. Let us check how to create a database and how to create a table. For that purpose, again, I will select this WAMP icon. If you tap this icon, you get this pop-up window. In the second option, there is an item called phpMyAdmin. Please select that one. So this is a web interface with which we can easily manage our database. Like we can create a database, we can create a table. So when you launch this, it asks username and password, and the default user is root. Password is empty. You need not to type anything. Just click go. So this is the home page. Here you can manage your database related things. Here is the tab, first one, databases. Select that one. Here is an option to enter a database name. Let me give one database name. It is up to you. You can give any name. I will give school. I have given the database name as school. After entering the database name, click create. Yeah, we got the message. School has been created. Here you should get this left panel lists the database already present in our system. You should get here. Yeah, this is our database. Please select the database school. So here is a statement saying no tables found in database, because just now we created a database without any table. Now we have to create a table. Here, before creating table, make sure how many columns you need and what are its data types. For that purpose, I will again come to this form. This form is having 4 fields: name, register number, place, contact number. So I need 4 columns. Along with that, I will use one more column, ID, so that I can keep track the records uniquely. So in my table, I will create the table name as student and I give 5 columns. Okay, here you need to mention the name of the column and you need to mention its type and size. And if you want to give any constraints, you can use this column. Let me show. The first column I would like to have is ID. Its data type will be integer. The next column will be name. As you know, the column name will have the value string. That's why I select the data type varchar and I will give the maximum size as 50. ID, name. Let me check once again here. Name, register number, place, contact number. Okay, name. The next one is register number, contact number, name, register number, place, contact number, I think. Okay. Name, register number, place, contact number. Name, register number, place, contact number. Yes, name, register number, place, contact number. Here, what I follow the rule is let us select the front end we created. Go to root directory, my web app. Here it is. Okay, add student.php. Select that one. Okay, see. Yeah, the text box name is having the attribute name is name. The text box register number attribute name is origno. So what I here follow is the name what I have given to the controls, the same name I will give to the columns. This is not a rule, but just for our convention, I am following this rule. That's it. It can be anything, but this is what the convention I follow. That would be easy. The name of the text box name is name, register number is register number, place is place. I keep the same thing for columns also. But remember, this is not a mandatory rule, just it is a convention I prefer to follow. Name, register number, place, contact number, fine. The name is varchar, register number 2 varchar because it can be alphanumeric. Place is also varchar. Contact number, I prefer varchar only. Let me give the size. Register number, I will give 20. For place, I will give 100. For contact number, I will give 10. So the reason for using this ID column is I want to keep track of each record with a unique value. For that purpose, I have used ID. Therefore, I make this column primary key, and next to this list box there is an option AI which stands for auto increment. Please check that one. When you make a column auto increment, it gets incremented automatically. You need not to insert a value to that column. That is the purpose of having AI auto increment. Okay. And one more rule is register number. As you know, each student will have a unique register number. We have already made ID as a primary key. So register number cannot be made primary key because it is a rule. A table can have only one primary key. That's why I can make register number. I will add the constraint unique. Yeah, here it is. Fine. So this is our table called student with 5 columns: ID, name, register number, place, contact number. ID is primary key and auto increment has been selected. Register number is unique. After giving all these things, you need to click the button save. Yeah, everything is fine. The table got created. Here you can see this is our table student. By clicking structure, you can view the structure of a table. Yes, the step 1 is over. We have successfully created a database school, and then we created student table called student. Fine. Now when user inputs, for example, name, let me give name Raj, register number, let it be S001, place DVG, contact number 9844. Okay, so when user clicks this submit button, we want all this information should be saved in table as a record. That's what we supposed to do in this class. For that purpose, I will select the file add student.php. Okay, now you select the form tag. Here it is, form tag. In the previous video, I had given the value hash to action attribute. Now I will give a specific file name to this. Let me give save student std.php. So the rule is when user submits the form by clicking the submit button, the control will be transferred to the file which is mentioned in the action attribute of the form. So this is the simple concept. That's why we need to mention the file name in the action attribute, which gets invoked automatically when you hit submit button. Therefore, I have to start my coding in this file. So let me create this file, save student.php. Go to file, select new. Okay, let me save this file with the name save student.php. Make sure the file name and the attribute mentioned in the value mentioned in the action attribute are same. If you mismatch, you will be end up with an error. So you need to be careful while creating a file. Fine. We have created this save student.php. So here what we have to do, the first thing is, if you look at this address bar, whatever the values I had typed in the text box will be passed as parameters. So here you can see after file name add student.php, there is a question mark followed by name is an attribute or a parameter with name Raj, ampersand. Registration number is another parameter with value S001, and our third parameter is place with value DVG, and fourth parameter is contact number with some value. So I need to fetch all these parameters in this file. How to fetch the parameters? This is very simple. Let me write PHP script. As you know, it begins with open tag and ends with this tag. So there is a rule in PHP that says the parameters which are passed from one file to another file will be put in a predefined array. That array name is $_request. Therefore, what I will do on the RHS side, I will fetch the parameters using $_request. This is how we have to write $_request, and it is case sensitive. You must write in uppercase. Within the square bracket, let me mention the parameter name. We know the parameter name is name. The first parameter is name. And the parameter fetched will be stored in a variable called $name. And in PHP, there is a rule which says variable name should be preceded with $symbol. You need not to mention the data type, but while using the variable name, having $symbol is must. So with this statement, what I achieved is I fetched the parameter name passed from front end and kept that parameter in the variable called name, $name. So I will copy paste the same thing. Okay, our second parameter is register number. Third parameter is place. The order can vary, that doesn't matter. Name, register number, place, contact number. Here also I have to change register number, place, contact number. Fine. Okay, name, register number, place, contact number. Okay, so before this, let me add the statement include once neighbor.php. You know the reason for using this statement. When you write this, the top section of this file will have the navigation bar. I have explained this thing in the previous video. I follow the same step here in this video also. Okay. Let me see whether it works or not. Okay. Before checking, yeah. Let me recall. This statement is meant for including the navigation bar in top section of the page. And these four statements helps us to fetch parameter passed from front end. So before executing the SQL statement, let us cross check whether we are able to receive the parameters properly or not. That's why I will write an SQL statement like this. So this is the statement we're supposed to write: insert into student values. See, one more thing you need to remember here is actually our table is having 5 columns, but in the front end we have 4 columns. The one column is ID, which is auto increment. We are not supposed to give value for auto increment. It gets inserted automatically. Therefore, we insert only 4 things, and one thing is we not supposed to insert. In such a case, you need to mention the name of column names explicitly in the insert into query. How we do that? Insert into student. Soon after table name, you have to mention the column names which will going to receive the value. So these are the columns which are going to receive the value: name, register number, place, contact number. In the same order, I will use the variables. In place of name, I will write $name. Since it is a varchar, $variable name is written within single quotes. You know the rule, varchar should be, the values of varchar should be enclosed within single quotes. Then register number, then place, then contact number. So just I have prepared a statement, and remember I am not executing it. Just I want to cross check whether I am able to receive the parameters or not. I will use echo statement. Hope you know the echo statement means an output statement with which we can display something on browser. Okay, let me give name Kiran. Okay, register number something else, place DVG, contact number some value. Let me submit the form. Okay, we end up with an error saying I include once nearby failed to open, no such file. Okay, I must have given the wrong file name. Let me check once again. I will go to my root directory. Nearby file name is correct. Save student. This is my save student. Include once nearby.php. Oh, wait, I will check what is wrong. Save student is perfect. No such file or directory. When we get no such file or directory, we must have written the wrong file name. On line 5, it is saying on line 5. The line number 5 is this one. Include once, yeah, NVA. The wrong file name I have given, NEV, neighbor.php. It happens, no problem. Let me refresh. Yes, it is coming. Yeah, so the query got displayed. Everything is fine. I have got to see Kiran, S001, DVG, and some contact number. Okay, so you need to practice the same step before writing actual database related queries and all. Make sure you are receiving a proper parameters. Okay, it got confirmed. I will comment it out. Now we need to run an SQL statement from PHP into MySQL. How to do that? The first step is we need to establish a connection with our database. For that purpose, we have a predefined function called mysqli_connect. I repeat, first we need to establish a connection with our database called school. To establish the connection, we have this predefined function mysqli_connect, and this function takes parameter. The first parameter represents the host string. In place of host string, you need to mention localhost. The second one is username. Root is the default user. Password, we know it has no password. And the last parameter is name of the database, and our database name is school. Okay, what we are going to achieve by this statement, we are going to establish a connection with our database called school. So when this function gets called, it returns some value. I will store that value in a variable called connection. Okay, the step one, again I repeat, with this statement we are trying to establish connection with our database called school. The first parameter is host string, second one is username, third one is password, the last one is name of the database. Okay, so when we execute this statement, we have two options. Maybe connection is successful or failed. If connection is successful, we have no issues, we can continue with our query. If connection has failed, we need to stop the program. How to check that one? No worries, we have a simple logic for that. I will use if not $connection. What I am trying to do here, I am checking whether connection is unsuccessful or not. By writing not $connection, I am confirming if connection is unsuccessful. Yeah, if connection is unsuccessful, program must be terminated. That's why I call the statement die. Having terminated, I need to know the reason for unsuccessful connection. We can get that information by calling the function mysqli underscore connect underscore error. Yes. Now, again I repeat, with this statement tries to establish connection with our database. This if checks whether connection is successful or not. If it happens to be unsuccessful, it terminates the program. If this condition is false, means connection is successful. That's why I write the statement OK connected. Fine. Let me check whether it works or not. Go to your browser. Yes. Let me input some values. Kiran S001 place contact number. Yeah, I got the statement saying OK connected. So what is the conclusion? The connection with the database is successful. Okay, now we can proceed further. Once the connection is successful, we can execute our SQL statement. How to do that? Very simple. This connection will be considered as an object. You know what is an object is? Object is an entity which holds data members and member function. So $connection, with the help of $connection, I will execute this statement. How to do that? $connection is an object. It has a member function. I call that member function using the arrow operator. The name of the member function is query. To this query, I need to pass my SQL statement. So what I'm trying here, I'm trying to execute my SQL statement with the help of this connection object. Yes, after executing this statement, it returns a value. Let me store that value in a variable called result. If the transaction is successful, I get some value like 1 here. If it is unsuccessful, I get a boolean value false. Therefore, I need to check whether transaction is successful or not. We can do it easily using this if statement. If not, $result. If this condition happens to be true, the transaction is unsuccessful. Again, I terminate the program. Along with termination, I need to know the reason for failed transaction. How to do that? You need to call one more function called mysqli underscore error. To this function, you need to mention the connection object, and our connection object is $connection. Okay, let me repeat what I did. By writing this statement, I ensured connection is successful or not. By writing this statement, I made an attempt to execute my SQL query. By writing this if statement, I am checking whether transaction is successful or not. If condition happens to be true, transaction is unsuccessful and my program terminates. If it is false, it means the transaction is successful and record got saved. Therefore, I write the echo statement. Along with echo, I will use HTML tags center and h2, and I write the statement record got saved to database. Yes. Then let us check whether it works or not. Go to browser. Select your form. Let me write Kiran, register number, place, contact number. Click. Yes, record got saved to database. Let us check in the database. Go to phpMyAdmin. Click your table name student. Yes, here you can see a record got saved, and the ID column which we made auto increment is having the value 1. Good. Let us try to insert one more record. Select this one, add new student. Let me give some other name, Veena, register number S002, place Mysore, some number. Fine. Let me submit the form. Yes. Let us go back and check in the table. Yes. The second record is having the value 2, and this is the Veena S002, everything got saved into a table. So this is how we can insert a value from front end to back end. So this is all about this video. Please you practice these things, understand how it works, practice. And in the next video, I will show you how to implement this one, View Student. In the next video, I will show how to display the record present in a table on a front end. For that purpose, we need to know how to execute select star from table name query. First, to practice this one. In the next video, I will show you how to do that. This is all about today's video. If you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe, like the video, share the video. If you have any queries, please put it in comment section. And thank you very much for watching this video. Have a nice day.